Hey everyone, and welcome to Backseat Sports. I'm Josh, and that is Caleb, and we are back at it again. Another predictions video. This one's going to be a little shorter than normal, but it's still going to be sweet. And on Saturday, Nebraska plays Northern Illinois.
Oh, baby.
Coming off a shaky one. But how you doing, Caleb?
I think I'm doing okay. You know,
Recovered.
I'm still kind of sad. You can't tell, can you? You can't see the cry marks, can you?
Definitely not. But it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Nebraska needs to show something.
Please.
Some type of improvement offensively this week if we want to really be feeling good about the season still, or feeling even decent about the season still. So we're going to talk about today what we need to see, what we hope to see, and some predictions and, just some general thoughts on the game. Not as crazy in depth or long as normal, but we're going to still be going into it and talking about Nebraska football.
Northern Illinois. We played these guys in 2017.
Although what? No, we didn't.
Exactly. No, we didn't. I put it out of my memory. I don't remember this one. I think there's a video on it from us in 2017, but I think we deleted it.
Yeah.
At least I wish we did.
Yeah.
So we lost, as you remember. It was the end of Mike Riley, is what it was.
Hey, thanks, Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
We actually play them again in 2021 and 2023. We have a little rivalry going with Northern Illinois. Oh, no.
Isn't that nice to say?
Oh, it's rough. But, we're actually be playing them again. So that's really interesting. Last week, Northern Illinois played number 13, Utah. Kept it relatively close, 35-17 loss last week for Northern Illinois. In week 1, they beat Illinois State 24-10. Offensively, it hasn't been any type of rocket show for Northern Illinois, but defensively, they've been putting up pretty good performances, keeping it close in games and keeping opponents down to to respectable numbers.
Northern Illinois actually won the MAC championship last year, a very coveted trophy. They were 7-5.
Yeah, they were 7-5-1. Come on, how can Nebraska get this type of play? How about let's go 7-5 and win the Big Ten championship? Come on. We're just not going as in depth this week, just because we're a little short on time, to be honest. So we just got to get to the facts. Get some predictions out, get what we need to know. So we're going to focus more on Nebraska this week instead of diving into a new team and learning about them as much.
Because it's about us. It's not about them.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
About us.
So basically what we're going to go through is what we need to see, what we hope to see, and then predictions. So first of all, it's just some of the issues that we need to see improvement on in this game if we're going to have any type of competent season. Because we definitely have some things we need to improve on before playing against Illinois, before playing against Ohio State. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. The first issue that I think we want to talk about is the fumbling issue, which is mostly around Adrian Martinez. I mean, we've seen Dedrick Mills fumbled as well, but the issue just needs to be cleaned up if we're going to win games. I mean, just turnovers in general, obviously. If you guys read the article that was out floating around the past few weeks, Nebraska's turnover problem over the last 15 years is a real issue. It's deadly, truly deadly, and something that we have to see improvement on in the next few weeks, specifically this week against a team like Northern Illinois. We can't be doing this to ourselves. We want to be a good team and have a chance to win the Big Ten or compete in the Big Ten West.
Oh, yeah, you got to win the turnover battle, and when you're fumbling it, 2 times a game, that's really going to hurt things. So,
yeah, literally.
Yeah, you got to be able to wrap up the football. That's always been a problem as our quarterbacks. We've seen it with Tommy Armstrong. We've seen it with Taylor Martinez. Now we're seeing it with Adrian Martinez. You got to wrap the football when you run. Even if you're a quarterback.
What?
Same rules apply. I know, crazy things. Protect the ball. It's important. Dang it.
For sure.
Also related to fumbling,
I mean,
running between the tackles. This is really important. Obviously, a lot of this falls, I think, on the offensive line. I really don't think we've seen a true shake of Dedrick Mills yet because our offensive line has done a poor job running on getting us blocks so we can run in between the tackles. And this is where football starts, is straight in between the tackles so that you can throw in wrinkles on the outside in the passing game. Running the ball is extremely important, and our run the ball guys that are back there in the crowd are like, yeah, it is. It is important.
It is.
And I really want to be able to see what Dedrick Mills can do, and even what Maurice Washington can do in between the tackles. That's, Dedrick Mills at Georgia Tech, that's what they did. Maurice Washington has showed his capability this year to be able to do that a little bit more, to hit holes a little bit better. And to win games this year, especially in the Big Ten, where running is vital, you're going to have to be able to do that. So we need to see a lot of improvement there.
Yeah, I mean, against Colorado, we basically only ran the ball on the edges. Maurice Washington took the ball to the edges a handful of times. Dedrick Mills really barely saw the field in comparison to Maurice. And it just wasn't, we just had no success whatsoever running the ball between tackles again, and it's a big problem. So,
big problem.
Another offensive problem, third down efficiency. We talked about this in the last 2 videos, but this is another situation we need to improve. We didn't see it against Colorado. I mean, last year we were 36.7%. We were outside the top 80 overall in the country in third down efficiency offensively. And generally like a 44% rate is a top 25 rate in the country. And you really need to be above 42% to be a solid team on the year. And first game against South Alabama, we were 6 for 16, which is 40%. Against Colorado, we were 5 for 15, which is 33%. So we need to be in that 50% plus mark probably this game if we really want to feel good about our offensive efficiency. Yeah. I mean, some of the most efficient offenses in the country so far through 2 games are like hovering over 70%. Like Maryland is above 70% right now on third down, which is insane.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be nice? The dream right there. But I mean, we're just hoping to be above 40% at this point and dreaming to be above 50. So that's something where we need to see improvement if we want to really have success on the season. And that's, part of it's on Scott Frost, part of it's on the offense, the offensive line.
I mean, I think it's tied in definitely a big part with running. Like, you have to be able to gain yards on the ground if you're running on first down like you usually do, and you're getting 2 yards. Now you're, second and long, and then it's a bad play call, and look, now we're 3 and out,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Usually those third down conversion rates are pretty telling of the best offenses in the country. Yep. And right now we're sitting in no man's land in the middle of the rankings for college football. So that's something where we need to improve for sure. The next thing, I think we all know this one, is the offensive line needs to see improvements. This is kind of baked into the improved running game between the tackles, the improved third down efficiency, overall the improved offensive performance. But we need to see significant improvement in this game. Again, we should be able to body these guys and dominate them physically. It's a MAC team, man. We should be able to be physically dominant against Northern Illinois, and hopefully we can show our dominance on both sides of the line.
I mean, I don't think it's a physical thing. Josh and I watched. Our O-line can do that. It's just they don't know what they're doing.
Communication.
They're not getting out of the. They're not getting out of their stances once the play's hiked. And that's what the offensive line coach Greg Austin was saying. He said that with some more explicitives with it. You got to know what you're doing. And our guys are young and they don't. And hopefully, we saw Cam get a little bit better this week. We need to keep seeing some big jumps from those guys to get where we want to go. And it's important, I think, for confidence, just for where Nebraska football is right now. If we can come out and if we can beat Northern Illinois by a good margin, I think we have a real chance for a rebound this year and to get over this loss.
Oh, absolutely. The last thing that we're really hoping to see is consistency from the offense, where every quarter we come out and we're able to get a few points on the board and have some successful drives, some consistency in our drive length, some true type of rhythm with the offense. We just haven't had it at all the past 2 weeks. It's been one drive's great, one drive sucks, one drive's good, one drive's horrible. It just has not been good. Turnover. And it's just that's where we need to see some major improvement as well.
Adrian's going to have to stop being hesitant, make those throws, get them in there, get them to our wide receivers. Our offense just needs to go, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think when it comes to a few things that we hope to see, we're hoping to see a significant cover of the spread here. 20-plus win, a solid, easy win for Nebraska, something that we can just sit back, relax, roll the highlights of on Monday morning, and enjoy ourselves. My goodness, we haven't had that in a while now.
I want to enjoy the game, man.
Yeah, and that's something we're really, really hoping to see. I mean, man, the other thing we're really hoping to see is like a dominant Adrian Martinez performance, something that he comes out and shows he's one of the best players in the country. This is why he was a Heisman contender, and he's Adrian Martinez.
Oh, yeah, 300, 400, 500 yards, please. Lots of completions.
Yeah.
I want to see poise in the pocket. I haven't seen Adrian Martinez be able to make a throw as he's getting hit accurately. And that's something that's going to need to happen because, this O-line is young. I need to see him step in the pocket, stay in there even though he's about to get hit, and just put a dime on a rope to somebody for a touchdown or something. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that from him. I think that'd boost his confidence too.
I mean, I think it would boost the whole team overall when you have a guy that good, that talented, and he's playing like that. Yeah, it helps everyone for sure. So I think this takes us to the predictions segment here. It's going to be an interesting one, but we'll let Caleb take it away. Caleb, what are your predictions?
I predict that we're going to win this game, but it's going to be close. We're going to win 28-21.
Oh, gosh. Why you got to do that to us?
I got to see it, man. I want us to win big, but I need to see our offense do it. I haven't seen any consistency with Scott Frost on the offensive side. I want to see us score points. I need to see it at this point. I need to see Adrian Martinez be better. I need to see our offensive line be better. I need to see these things. And until then, I think the spread's pretty good at 13.5 points. I don't know if we can beat it.
It is a 54.5 over-under, so it's like, I think we're going to be just fine. I have a little bit more blind confidence in the offense than Caleb does at this point. I think we're going to rebound and play a pretty solid game. I'm going to give us a 42-17 win. 25-point win right there for Nebraska, and I'm going to take the over all day with Nebraska here. I don't think this is just some blind Nebraska fan rooting for Nebraska because we're Nebraska. I think we're going to come out and play well, and this is going to be a solid win for Nebraska overall. I believe the offense is going to rebound, and truly the only reason the defense has really struggled the past 2 games is because the offense has put them in really bad positions.
It's true.
I think Nebraska's going to take care of business, win by 25 points, and beat Northern Illinois 42-17, and put out a solid performance.
I believe we have the talent to do something like that, but at this point, I need to see that we have the skill to do it and that we have the toughness to do it. We have not been a mentally tough team. We've been riding emotional waves, and I want to see our team come out and be able to be tough. Yeah,
dominant
4 quarters. Right? I need to see some mental toughness out of our guys. I want us to be hungry, to be able to win a game and go 4 quarters, which we have not seen. I want to see it. I want to see a beatdown. Give me a beatdown, dang it.
100%. So, I mean, with that said, a little bit shorter video than normal for us, but we still, we're still going through it all. We appreciate all the comments. Drop all your comments down below. As we always say, we know what the internet's like. You can have all your opinions and drop them all down below in the comment section. So, as always, guys, we appreciate all the support. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But as always, guys, this is Backseat Sports. I'm Josh. That's Caleb. And we will see you next video. Goodbye.